Alright, this is how I know if an approach disc is good. It's normally on this hole because normally I just ace it with a good approach disc. So let's just see if this one is good. Oh! Bow! What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, all the good things that we like to say in the front of the video, you know what I'm saying? All the good things, you know what I'm saying? All the going once, going twice, yeah, sold. Honestly, don't even know what I'm doing. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, all that good stuff. You know, I don't know what we're actually talking about. I'm pretty sure we just repeated everything we just said. But if you haven't already, make sure you go check out the front nine. We're on the back nine right now, about to get into another debut. But if you haven't already, make sure you go watch the front nine. We debuted the range in the first video and shot pretty good, pretty decent, but needed to get, you know, a review on both the new releases from MVP or MVP, Axiom, Streamline, all those. You know, they're all kind of just jumbled up. They're all the same manufacturer, but we got MVP right here, Jeremy Calling, or no, we got Axiom right here. I'm pretty sure Axiom is the one that does the two different over molds. They're the more colorful ones. That MVP is more of like just the straight black. But we got the, what is it from? Tempo, yeah. And we got like a nice little bit of a nice little art. Delete all that. All right, so yeah, we got Axiom right here with the Tempo, Jeremy Colling's new signature disc. This is his official team series, which has like a nice little butterfly and everything. His little stamp on there, so nice little design, you know, concept on there. But yeah, we're playing the back nine now, playing the short to short layout. Basket's just right there. The Tempo is just right here, and just gonna see where all the hype is. I know I've seen a lot of people around my area kind of throwing the Tempo. I fell in love with the Pyro, so interesting just to see how this kind of flies. So without further ado, let's see how this bad boy flies on a nice little forehand just to start the day off. And also, we're only gonna be putting with that because I didn't bring no putters, I didn't bring nothing. So interesting. And maybe if I got two skips, we honestly might have lost it on the first hole and this video might be done already. So if that happens, here's the outro. All right, so we didn't lose it, but it is down there and it is touching grass, so technically inbounds. So I'm gonna get my meter in, and yeah, so this video didn't end yet, but let's see if we can make this putt. And again, I'll be using the gloves as minis because I don't want to spoil too much about the range. Even though I have said that we did use it, I don't want to spoil too much and say, you know, that or what it looks like or whatever. If you don't know what the range is, go check out the other video and go see what it is. But here we go. Nice little putt. Nice little putt. I'm over here trying to say different things, not even thinking about anything, honestly just thinking about this putt. So come on, Jeremy, help me out one time right here. Boom, baby. Oh, thought that ball was about to just jump out of the basket, but barely made it there. So now that's a big jump off from having no glide with the range to having just a tiny bit of glide with this Tempo. So I mean, yeah, nice little different feel. But honestly, with the slick plastic, we got a little lucky with that front cage because, you know, it just kind of scooped in there and just sat down. Shout out Jeremy Colling, you feel me? All right, this is how I know if an approach disc is good. It's normally on this hole because normally I just ace it with a good approach disc. So let's just see if this one is good. Oh, I mean, you get, I already missed your Baker. I think you might be on something with this Tempo, my guy. I mean, it's a little too early to say anything for factual, but I mean, you might be cooking, man. You might just be cooking. Let me find out if this is what, you know, holds all your powers, my guy. All right, probably shouldn't have taken a knee there. Honestly, I probably should have just went on the outside of this freaking tree. I'm gonna give it another putt, but I'm gonna go ahead and make this because I know that's just the short-term part of what I was kind of doing. See, and I knew I should have done this outside putt because I can actually get my legs involved, my guy. And it's my natural kind of putting style. See, now I'm not gonna give it the official stamp of a good approach disc because one, off of just that last shot, I did like a soft little forehand and it kind of just held over, which is sometimes a good, sometimes a bad kind of flight whenever you just depend. It just depends on what you're kind of looking for. So for a pig, that I can expect a brand new pig to kind of fall like that, but I don't personally like the pig because it is just a little bit straighter. But with the new overstable zone, if you throw in like a nice little like straight line, because I didn't put too much flex on it, but a nice little straight line, halfway through it's gonna start, you know, hyzering out and kind of just going out just a little bit sooner. So I'm not gonna say this is a foolproof online, you know, zone replacement, but I mean, we're gonna see right here. I'm gonna throw this on a backhand, see what it can kind of do. Now, honestly, we're gonna see what a powered up forehand kind of looks like. We got a nice little right to left wind, so I mean, if I just put this on like a nice little hyzer flip angle right at the basket, I'm assuming it's gonna stay straight for a little bit longer because we do got a pushing right to left wind. But if it just hyzers out, then it could be like a nice little longer zone. What I'm assuming, could be like a nice little pig without the thumb check on it. Yeah, so what I'm gonna say right now is, if you want a straight beaten zone already, just comes out how it is, or that's just how that's just the flight you're looking for, just for a beaten zone, and you want it in like a slicker plastic, immediately right off the bat, just 3 holes in, this tempo is gonna be your go-to right there. But this is a pushing right to left wind. We're gonna throw into different winds going forward, but that's just kind of what I'm gathering right now through those first 3 holes. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna say just right now, because I know there's gonna be a lot of people that throw MVP just, you know, because it's good and everything. But what I will say is, if you're looking for an actual zone replacement, go throw the Entropy. Like that's honestly probably their best approach disc. I haven't really tried their other one. I forgot what it is. It's a putter from Streamline, but I'll just say the Entropy, man, is just, whenever I was throwing it, it was okay. Plus I got it in like a neutron, or like a, what is it, neutron plastic that's a little bit more on the like baseline plastic, and it served me pretty well for a good amount of time. But yeah, if you look for that zone replacement, I would say go Entropy. But if you want like something that just pushes a little bit straighter, that you can forehand, that's forehand friendly, I would say try this out for size and just see how comfortable it is, or get both of them and just try them out both yourself. I could see a good justification for having them both inside your bag, but yeah, honestly it comes down to personal preference, and I much rather prefer the Entropy for the overstability. Nope, too short, but good layup. We should have took advantage of the last putt, man. I don't know what I was doing. I was over there playing on the greens. See, and that is the reason why I dislike these Prodigy baskets. Just got a freaking bogey, man. It is what it is, though. I'm not really too worried about score. Honestly, I'm just worried about the flight of this. Now, one thing I would say is that whenever you're throwing these discs, versus like this, versus a zone, or versus like an Entropy, it's not about your arm speed. It's all about how clean your release is and everything. Because I know people that could throw pigs for a mile because of how straighter they are. Or I've seen people throw pigs a mile because of how straight they are. And, you know, I just don't have the cleanest releases. So I'd much rather have something I can kind of err on, you know, throwing that flat to anhyzer release and have the dependability of it going way too far right. That's why I carry the Zone OS out of the bag, because I know my mistakes, I know my misses, and I know I'm not the cleanest forehand, like the cleanest releases of the forehand. I'm trying my best right here, but these are staying a little bit straighter because of how like off axis I'm kind of throwing them. But here we go, hole 13, it's just right there. Don't know if you can see it, but I know this is a straighter flyer, so I'm gonna put this just left of the basket and hopefully we get like a nice little fade into it. See, yeah, I just pushed in 2 straight. I got a nice little tree kick. Put it right next to the basket, but honestly, I kind of missed my line. I was trying to put that a little bit more straighter, but I kind of pulled it off a little bit more left. So that going too far left is my fault. But that just proves to me what like my error is, and that's why I prefer, you know, other disc over this. But I mean, it's still a good disc. We got like a nice little favorable tree kick. Hopefully that one's too close for us to miss right there. Okay, I thought this was a little bit closer than what I kind of am right now. I thought I was just left with the basket, but we got a nice little putt. At least it's a normal putt though, so I mean, we're pretty close. Come on, Jeremy Collin, just come on, man. Just bless me with another one. I know I've been kind of talking down on this thing, but I mean, it's fun. It's flying good, man. It's flying good. That's all I can say, man. So just bless me one more time right here. Oh, buddy. See, that's what I get for talking mess about the disc. It just doesn't want to go in the basket now. But I also just don't want to be a fake review, you know? So I'm just gonna be straight up, and if I just play badly because, you know, it is what it is. And I'm just playing about talking mess about the thing, you know? I mean, there are gonna be discs that like a lot of people like, and there's gonna be discs that, you know, other people like. There's gonna be different discs for different people is what I'm really trying to just say. And I would say this versus the entropy is like the reason, like it puts into perspective of like why people choose the zone over the ringer. I know Paul Ulibarri is a big ringer thrower, but he also throws the zones. But people that just, I'm pretty sure people that just go with Discraft, they go and they try the zone because everybody else says so the zone, and then they just don't like the zone, so they go to everything else instead of just going directly to the ringer. They will probably go out to other companies and go try out different other plastics that they might not even like, but with a better, like straighter flyer, instead of going with, you know, what's right there on the Discraft plastic with, you know, the ringer. So that's what I'm kind of gathering from right now, what this is kind of like. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't like the entropy, so I think a lot of people are going to be going with the tempo just because of the dislikeness for the entropy. But here we go, another one. Hopefully we don't mess this bad boy up, because I've been missing both those. I've been missing too many putts, man, compared to the other video. So let's lock in. I'm gonna take my time a little bit more on the putting greens because we are putting with a different putter. Or not different putter, but just a different mold. So I'm gonna think twice before I even putt these bad boys. Oh yeah, and that thing flies nice on the backhand. Now that's the only thing that I don't like about the zone with the backhand, is because it's a little bit more deeper than this. So whenever I did have the ringer inside the bag, I was liking it for backhands and everything because I was able to curl my hand into it. And yeah, it's just a nice, you know, overstable flight. You know, in the last video with the range, I was talking about the shallowness of it versus the berg. And I like 2 different types of feelings for, you know, approach disc and for like different approach discs. So for a nice, like long off the tee driver, I much rather have the deeper, you know, feeling. That's why I like all my distance drivers with a little bit of dome on them, because I feel like my finger could fit underneath there a lot more comfortable, and it's not like hanging off barely. Now for approach disc, I like that nice little slippage out of it because I like to just barely toss it, you know what I'm saying, like a nice little finger flick, and my finger just kind of roll off the back of the flight plate or the rim just easier than whenever I need to get like a full like on throw and like a nice little flick on. I say all that just to say, you know, that's with the forehands for the approach disc, but with the backhands and like driving off the tee, I like shallower things. That's why I kind of pretty much like the, what is it? I like the Detour. I like the Soul whenever I was throwing the Soul because it's a lot shallower, and I also like the BB6 because it was a lot shallower too. And then for approach shots, those felt real nice and they could hold the line. But I say that just to say, you know, with the forehand, that's the reason why I kind of don't like it for the driving off the tee shots. But for the backhand, like as y'all saw the last hole, it felt honestly pretty good. So honestly, I think for the rest of this review, I might honestly just go backhands on all the rest of them, because just driving with it, like I said before, my miss is way left, but with the backhand, I feel like it has like a nice clean release, you know? Oh, that could be too far. Drop, please. Drop, 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 drop. Okay, I saw the disc skip left. That's a good sign because there is a drop off like right behind the basket. So as long as I saw the disc flash on the left side, if there's plenty of room on the left side, we should at least have a putt, and we're not putting uphill. Hopefully we have a nice little straight shot at it. All right, here we go. This is like an awkward lie because I'm freaking in this cactus stuff or this pokey stuff, and I don't really want to step in it too much. Oh, yep. Yeah, we're not doing that. All right, I'm just gonna bend this tree a little bit. I'm not gonna try to break it. Most of my feet are gonna be touching each other, and we're gonna just do this. Hopefully we can make this bad boy. There is a drop off behind, but you know, we ain't scared. Oh, buddy, that's the problem with not getting the legs involved. You can't get the power you need. All right, that's a terrible par. And also, how do y'all feel about like just, you know, getting discs that supports like some of your favorite, you know, disc golfers? I support honestly a lot of the people on tour. I don't even know if there's anybody, I mean, unless, I just don't support the people that I just don't know, you know what I'm saying? But like Jeremy Colling, Eagle McMahon, and all these other people, they've had names in disc golf for years and years and years, and there's like no way just to not root for them. I'm just a fan of disc golf in itself, so I mean, every time I see stuff like this, plus it's a disc that I've never done before, I mean, I'd much rather, you know, give it a try and just see what all the hype's about, because I've like I said, I've seen plenty of people just talking about it, and I just kind of go against the grain. So whenever everyone was talking about the tempo, I kind of just went to the pyro and just decided, because I've heard things about the pyro too in the back that a lot of people don't really speak on the pyro too much. So I wanted to just get that and just see what it kind of flew like. And the pyro actually stuck inside the bag because it took out my streamline runway, and it also just replaced the justice and everything, because I was using those for off the tee driving, you know, overstable forehand shots. But with the pyro, it goes farther. It doesn't have as much bite because I got my zone OS for those kinds of too overstable, that I needed like a really overstable shot. That's why I got the, you know, zone OS for. But that pyro is just money because I could throw it nice and hard. It just flies straight for a little bit, and then it has like a nice reliable finish. But yeah, that's kind of the reason why the tempo pretty much won't make the bag, but it is a nice little flyer. I don't really want to bash it, or I'm not really trying to bash it. It's just, you know, I just have certain preferences on certain discs, and this doesn't really meet that many. But for other people, I just want to give like a nice review, so that way maybe all the things I'm talking about probably help you on why you should probably throw the tempo versus any other disc. I'm throwing right into a headwind. What do I want to do? I don't want to do the forehand again. But those trees on the right side for the backhand are just, you know what, I'm gonna try to skip this bad boy up there to the basket. I'm gonna throw it just a little bit lower. Hopefully I don't just chuck this one into the ground, but I'm gonna try to plan for a straight skip into the, you know, around the basket. Oh, that's too far, isn't it? I mean, that's still good. I wanted to get that probably like 10 feet more back and then get that exact same skip, because that could have probably got us a little bit 10 feet closer. But either way, that's good. That's pretty much ideal. So missing in a matter of 10 feet is, you know, it is what it is. Alrighty, let's see if we get some power behind this freaking putt, man. I've been leaving all these things freaking short. I think it was after that one putt that we had on the knee that we left too high. I think that's where the kind of short miss kind of came from, because I was too afraid of doing that again. I'm just talking like mentally, or like, yeah, in the back of your mind. Because you have two different kinds of mindsets, man. You got the one that you have your one that you're thinking about right now, but then you got the one that you got inside the back of your mind, you know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure that high miss is really what's been kind of killing me. So yeah, let's see if we get this one just, you know, a little bit higher, a little more power. And, you know, I wouldn't be mad at a high miss right now. There we go. And then also, not to mention, we had that high miss that we did on the knee, and plus we had that little tap and that kind of spat out at us, and we left it a little bit higher and it came back. So those are two reasons why I haven't been leaving them high. But we got that one because, you know, we cleared out our conscience, man. That's all we needed to do. Also, another thing that I kind of need to deal with is, because, you know, every other like approach this that everybody brings up that's kind of like this, everybody compares immediately to the zone, because the zone is probably one of the better approaches ever made. But I think it might just be the old disc golf for me that, you know, has always thrown the zone and always went back to the zone, that maybe I can't just give a good, real unbiased review, you know? Because I mean, this thing is flying pretty nice, but I would say it's flying a little bit better with the backhand than the forehand. Or it could just be because I'm so used to what I was throwing with the range that I'm trying to expect that from this. But who knows? I mean, if I get too sick and tired of the zone, maybe we go back and try this out. But I think honestly, maybe I might just wait until like they actually release stock ones of these before I actually, you know, try out the tempo again. But here we go, backhand to the white basket. All right, just sit down, please. I didn't throw it very hard. Thank you, goodness. Thank you, goodness. What the heck was that? What's thank you, goodness, my guy? Oh man. All right, let's just hope that that one's right next to the basket because still don't feel too confident in the putting. Oh boy, thank you. We could just tap this bad boy in, man. Heck yeah. Like halfway through the flight off the tee, I thought it was freaking long, but then it just started coming back, and I was like, oh yeah, we did that freaking perfect, my guy. All right, one more hole to go. Let's see if we get this bad boy. All right, I didn't want to end off this video on like a short little approach shot, so I'm gonna play the long to short right here, and also the short to long is a little bit of a longer throw. It's probably like close to 400 feet, so I don't think I have the distance with this, but this is only 357, I believe. Yeah, only 357, just right there to the white basket. I'm gonna put this on like a nice little flex line, see how much distance we can get. But also in the comment section down below, let me know if you would like to see me go revisit some older, releases. I don't know if I was recording videos whenever any of the Paul Macbeth line kind of came out. I don't know. I need to go revisit the time lapse again. I need to go, revisit just a whole lot of different things, because there have been molds that have been released in like the last 4 to 5 years that maybe I need to go back and just retry them. So yeah, let me know in the comment section down below if you would like to be interested in that. But then also comment down what other disc you would like to see me throw. I favor more of a forehand dominant kind of, I'm more of a forehand dominant kind of player. So if you like to see anything on forehands, but I'm also, pretty good with the backhand too. Both are kind of interchangeable. So, but like I said, I do favor the forehand just a little bit more. And I honestly want to get more practice in with the forehand. So let me know some forehand discs that I'd like to see in the comment section down below. Yeah, let's just see if we can get this bad boy close to the basket and end off with a nice little birdie right here. Okay, that's not gonna turn. That's way too nose up. That was not a good line. We had the distance. If I'd have put just a tiny bit of flex on there, that could have been good. But instead of going out and leaning back, I just kind of just went up with it and trying to turn it off that. But yeah, what other way to kind of just, end this video off other than just like a big putt right here. All right, we're not gonna do no like high bids or anything. We're gonna see if we can just throw this bad boy in with like a nice little high forehand hyzer. See if I can not just get this just go up and go down right into the basket. That'd be kind of sick, honestly. It'd be a nice way to kind of end off this video. Come on, baby, tempo. Oh, nice approach shot. Didn't give it enough space going out. I just wasted all the distance on height. But I mean, either way, that's a nice little approach shot. Let's go tap that baby in and end off this video. This is just for our par. Nothing too crazy, nothing too spectacular. I believe that was for 3 under. I'm not too sure. I don't think I shot anything better than a 3 under. Yeah. So all in all, we shot 5 under on the front and then 3 under on the back. So altogether, I mean, if you haven't went to go watch that first video, then I just kind of just spoiled it right there without, telling y'all. I might just put like a nice little like spoiler alert coming soon right there underneath the video, or underneath right here somewhere. But yeah, shot 5 under on the front 9, shot 3 under on the back 9 with a bogey. Could have been so close to a freaking 9 under score, but had to take a dumb bogey. That was my fault. I just let the disc a little too high and it just kind of spat back out. But either way, all in all, what can I say about the tempo? It's a good flyer, man. Now maybe is a lighter weight the reason why I'm kind of having the say what I kind of had to say. Maybe a more heavier tempo. Does it fly a little bit straighter? Does it fly a little bit more overstable? I don't know yet. Could it just be this special run? I don't know. But it ain't gonna make the bag for right now. Maybe we revisit it whenever it comes more readily available. But this was such a limited edition run that I can't get 2 of them just to see what the actual flight is. And I also didn't get the weight, so that's on my bad. Maybe next time I just make sure I get like an actual good, an actual disc that I will actually put inside the bag if I did like it. So yeah, these are probably gonna be going on. This is probably gonna be going on the wall, or maybe sooner or later if I know somebody that likes the tempo, maybe I just give it away to them. But yeah, we're just gonna keep it just in the back seat just for right now until I start getting a little bit more frustrated with my zones. Maybe I never get frustrated with my zones, but I just want to reiterate, I don't really like talking too bad about this, but I am going to give y'all my true feelings about a disc, and I'm going to tell y'all who it could be used for, why I wouldn't use it, and hopefully y'all take it there, or hopefully y'all take it with a grain of salt. because like I said, different things are gonna apply to different people, and this one just isn't for me, you know. I'm just saying that right now. Maybe it's for somebody else. Like I said, if you like the zone and you're going switching to MVP or overmodes in general, go try out the entropy, because you would like that nice little overstable flight with the entropy versus this, and the entropy's not gonna go as far as this as well. Now what I could say is that if you don't like the entropy and you want something that flies just a little bit farther, this is gonna be your disc right here. Now this is gonna be the exact same reason why I didn't like the ringer and why I don't like the pig, is because they just would fly too straight for a little bit longer, and I can't really like all my approach shots. I have to, you know, kind of put some power in for it to be committed on shots that I like, you know, because if I just try to be a finessey guy, I missed too much. I just saw on some of these holes where I was kind of just pulling them off just a little bit too far left. But with the backhand, this thing does feel pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I like the nice little overstability it has at the very end, but I don't want to just keep a disc in my bag that can only serve one purpose, you know. So yeah, that's gonna do it for the end of the video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also let me know again in the comment section down below what other disc you like to see me review. But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and see you in the next one. Peace.